Ladies and gentlemen, the left is now melting down over the fact that President Trump is attending the New York Knicks NBA Finals game at Madison Square Garden. It seems like they never miss an opportunity to put their Trump derangement syndrome on full display for everybody to watch, right? At a point where you would think that they could put their bias aside and just show that everything is not about politics. I mean, the president is a native New Yorker who has been attending Knicks games for years, as many presidents have attended major sporting events for years now. And so the fact that the Trump derangement syndrome is so strong with the left that they are literally ready to melt down if the Knicks lose and blame Trump is hilarious. As always, if you enjoy the content, smash that thumbs up button. That's the best way to let me know. For more, subscribe to the channel. Let's start right here.
In New York City for the first time in 27 years. Mayor Zoran Mamdani and President Trump are set to attend Game 3. Two things are for sure. Prices are super high and security will be extra tight. CB Cotton is live outside the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, with a preview. Hi, CB.
Hey, Mike. Well, with President Donald Trump expected to attend Game 3, Knicks fans have been waiting for this moment, but they've also been told to expect airport-level security. So the Knicks return home with a commanding 2-game lead over the San Antonio Spurs, and now they're just 2 wins away from their first NBA title since 1973. Ticket prices have soared. Some of the cheapest ones are around $10,000 on resale sites. The most expensive ones are going for well into the 6 figures. The Knicks releasing a statement on security that reads in part, quote, "A strict no-bag policy will be in effect, and fans should make every effort to limit personal items to an absolute minimum. Fans should expect enhanced security measures when entering Madison Square Garden, including TSA-style screening procedures. Guests are strongly encouraged to arrive at least 2 hours before tip-off to allow additional time for screening and entry." President Trump, a New York native and longtime Knicks fan, has become a regular presence at major sporting events during his second term. His appearance tomorrow is expected to bring a heavier law enforcement footprint to Midtown Manhattan. The president has told reporters he'd be at tomorrow's game, and he credited the Knicks owner, Jim Dolan, for building a team that the city believes in again.
And I'm happy for Jim, because Jim has really been fighting hard to, produce such a team. So you never know. The answer is yes. He's invited me. I'm going.
Which
I'll
game
be
have you
there.
decided, sir?
Say it?
Game 3, Game 4. Are you excited?
It could be Monday. Yeah, Monday.
The cheapest price for the Game 3 you're going to is $8,000. Everyday Americans can't afford these sports.
Well, I know, but they can watch it on television. It's sort of semi-free to watch it on television, but that's the way life goes. You have some, and now if the team wasn't a big success, you could go very easily. So, you can do that too, but that's the way life is. They've had great success. And don't forget, they've suffered also losses, and they've suffered during the bad time. Now they have a good time. They have a team that's amazing. I don't think they've lost a playoff game, right?
Democrats are upset because the president, who is from New York, ladies and gentlemen, whether they like it or not, has been a Knicks fan and clearly has a relationship with the owner of the Knicks, who invited him, mind you, to attend the game. He accepted the invite and is going. And so now you have people like Timu Obama, Hakeem Jeffries, all in his feelings because the president is going to watch a major sporting event. Take a listen.
You're a big Knicks fan, obviously. President Trump is going to the game tonight. Your reaction to that?
So I've had a few things to say about Donald Trump going to the Knicks game. And, at this point, it's game day. And I think Knicks fans just want to enjoy Game 3, the first home game that we've had in 27 years. But it also is not clear to me that Donald Trump is a big Knicks fan. I mean, does this guy even know the difference between Karl Rove and Karl Anthony Towns?
Who's your favorite Knick?
Well, Brunson's fantastic. Towns is fantastic. They just have a great team.
I don't think so. He's just injecting himself into the NBA Finals because he always has to bring the MAGA circus into town. And that's unfortunate. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
I'm not sure it's going to be a good reception for him, but why does Donald Trump always have to ruin a good thing? Like, literally, the Knicks haven't been in the NBA Finals for 27 years. The city is trying to celebrate this. We've embraced this team, and this guy has to inject himself. I mean, come on, seriously, give us a break. Why doesn't this guy just focus on trying to improve the quality of life of the American people? Because the Trump economy has been a disaster.
At some point, Hakeem Jeffries got to explain himself on why he speaks as if he's trying to find what he wants to say. So he has to sort of talk like he is grabbing words out of the air, but doesn't know quite which words to pick. He gonna have to explain that one. So discount Dollar Tree Obama, Hakeem Jeffries is upset that President Trump, who has actually had a deep history with the NBA, mind you, is attending the game. This was obviously before Democrats told everyone Trump bad, you know, that whole thing, because he decided to run as a Republican. But you can't erase history. You know, the proof is all there that he's been a fan. Take a look.
At the Garden for Game 3. The longtime Knicks fan is no stranger to MSG, catching several games over the years. He even took part in a commercial for the NBA back in 2004.
I love this game, and if you don't, you are fired.
Donald Trump, who is a big Knicks fan and who joins us now. Donald, I know you're a Knicks fan, so are you disappointed that Kobe's not here, or are you glad he's not here because it ups your chances?
Well, I guess you could look at it both ways, but I'd like to see Kobe play. I came here to see my man Kobe.
Defense, too, because the Pacers were held scoreless in the last 2 minutes and 41 seconds after they had...
The number one reason to vote brought the Knicks back.
Shaquille O'Neal's shoe.
Oh, my God.
Right here, which is a serious
shoe. Is that a real shoe?
That's a real shoe. He took it off after a game and handed it to me.
Oh, my God.
I carried it like this.
Yeah, I guess. Because you don't really like germs anyway, do you?
No. Yeah, from Shaq.
How are you?
Our guest celebrity cameraman, Donald Trump. Don, welcome to the telecast.
How you doing, folks?
Fine, thank you. You know, we must be paying our cameraman a pretty penny.
You're paying a lot of money. It's a great job.
Thanks for being with us, Don.
Thank you. Great game. Have a good time.
So clearly the president is a basketball fan, a Knicks fan, and has been for some time now. I think that's pretty obvious that you can see that. And it makes sense, you know, from New York, grew up there, built his businesses there, and clearly made it a point to attend games when he was simply known as Donald J. Trump before becoming the president, right? And so the fact that you have people like Stephen A. Smith, who claims to be this independent, call it down the middle guy, but wants to say Trump is being selfish. He's going for selfish reasons. It couldn't possibly be that he wants to watch the Knicks in the NBA Finals as a longtime fan who's literally been a fan for decades, and the Knicks haven't won a title since 1973. But take a listen.
This president has no business showing up in New York City. I am dead serious. It is selfish. It is narcissistic. It is ridiculous that he is coming to this game. I would say the same thing if it were Obama, George W., Clinton. I don't give a damn. We went back to Reagan. This is not a football stadium in some space in Texas where you got a whole bunch of outlays and all of this. This is the Garden. This is Midtown Manhattan. You have any idea what the congestion is going to be like in New York City here?
I've been fair-minded, down the middle, as an independent for a long time. Hell hath no fury, like Stephen A. scorned if the New York Knicks lose tonight. I'm going to be in their ass like back pockets, like white on rice. I'm telling you that right now. We better not lose tonight's game. We were riding. We were flowing. And this man going to sit up there and show up to the Garden tonight. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You got people got to show up 4 or 5 hours before the damn game.
That's what he's mad about.
No. I'm mad about the watch parties.
You may have to take the subway.
Right?
Now, listen, I get it. I grew up in northern New Jersey, not far outside of New York City, and whenever you would go, it's definitely congested, and it's going to be a headache for anyone attending because of the heightened level of security. It will create more congestion in New York City, which is already insane. And that's without the Knicks being in the finals. And so you add that element of the Knicks being in the NBA finals and then the president showing up. Yeah, it's going to be a madhouse. But that would happen no matter what president showed up. not just Trump. And crazy enough, you guys are going to want to see this. Crazy enough, on The View, of all places, you already know how much they can't stand Trump. Even they had to keep it real and admit, Whoopi Goldberg had to admit that, you know, Trump, he's actually a real Knicks fan. And I know that was tearing her up inside to say anything positive, anything remotely positive that would favor Trump. But she had to, as someone who is a Knicks fan herself. Take a listen.
I'm sorry. Trump and Mayor Mamdani are Knicks fans and have been. They're New Yorkers. And you can't, there's nothing either one of them can do to change what's happening in the city for this team. They can't, you know, they're there. Okay,
Trump's
there's a
not gonna
lot
jinx
of,
us?
there's a lot of,
No.
you know what? I don't think anything can jinx anything. I think these guys are on a mission.
They are on a mission.
On a mission. They're like the Blues Brothers. They're on a mission from God. And they have been winning and doing everything. And, you know, you could be buck naked up in the box and ain't nobody paying attention.
Yeah.
Please do not
I
be.
hope that doesn't
Please
happen.
do not. Okay, but I will say, if I were advising him, I would be like, do not go, because if they lose tonight, everyone's going to blame Trump.
The jinx.
You just cannot put that out there.
I know.
Wow, so even Whoopi Goldberg is admitting that Trump is a fan. She knows Trump is a fan because back in the 90s when she was attending Knicks games, he was there. Back when everybody liked Trump, obviously. He's a New Yorker whose name was synonymous with New York City for a very, very long time. But now that New York has become this woke, liberal hive mind of a place, well, now you have people completely collapsing over the fact that the president is showing up. And so let's take a listen to some on-the-street interviews and responses. Check it out.
A small minority of people want to take advantage of their position and their ability to absorb resources that, you know, it's, I mean, I'm sure if I was him, it would be fun, but the fact of the matter is it's not about the 1%, it's about the rest of us.
This is our team. We're from New York, born and raised, and to see the Knicks finally doing well, and now we can't even come downtown to see them play because Trump is coming, like, that's so unfortunate. And it's displacing so many people. Like, watch parties are already packed. So it's like they're going to have to find somewhere else to go. And those are already packed too. So it's like you're displacing so many people.
I understand because of the president, but I do think that the president coming to the game is bad luck. And I would rather he forego and not come. He hasn't talked about the Knicks the whole playoffs.
What are your thoughts on Trump maybe coming to one of the NBA Finals games next week?
Hopefully he doesn't. New York's been suffering long enough without a championship. He can stay out and we can maybe get through this one without any bad luck.
Honestly, that gets me very excited. I think that President Trump attending one of the games is huge for New York and the United States as a whole. Let's go Trump.
Yeah, so I just feel like right now, like you can see behind us, like the energy's just really happy, lively. New York is alive, like energy's really up there. And I just feel like if he comes, it's going to be really strange. Like it's going to be a big downer. Like New York is filled with such diversity, and a lot of the stuff that he doesn't stand for is here. So why is he coming here?
And so really a lot of this is overblown fake outrage because it's Trump and it's New York City. And so now you have Stephen A. Smith, Hakeem Jeffries, and liberals with the fake outrage because the president wants to attend an NBA Finals game and perhaps watch history be made if the Knicks actually go on to win the championship, which they haven't done since 1973. That's a long time. But you know, what this is really about is how the left literally takes anything the president does and tries to make it look like the absolute worst thing anyone could ever do. And it's just really horrible to watch because it shows you how deranged they are, right? If they're willing to act this way with something as trivial as a sporting event, where we should just be able to enjoy the event for what it is, they can't even do that. Is it really any wonder why when it comes to, you know, actual real world issues in this country that they completely lose it? You know, but those are my thoughts in the update. Now I want to hear from you. Drop your comments down below. I appreciate when you guys chime in. As always, smash that thumbs up if you enjoy the content. For more, subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time.